It's not often that a race winner in Formula One is overshadowed or seen as the next best or next most important story, but that is exactly what people will be thinking about when you're talking about the Austrian Grand Prix of 2024. Because whilst George Russell of Mercedes ended up claiming a second career win, the main focus was on the two men on your screen right now in Lando Norris and Max Verstappen, and of course that one particular incident that pretty much ensured that the two men who were fighting neck and neck for the win would eventually not end up with the victory. So how exactly is it that this came about, and what could potentially be the fallout from this particular incident? That's what we're going to be analyzing in this particular video. Let's first a quick look at how it is that Russell won the race in the first place. Now, he did win the race, but he ended up taking advantage of a very good situation where Max Verstappen and Lando Norris ended up having a bit of a crash, and so it was good fortune as much as anything else. And that's not taking away from the fact that the Mercedes was showing good pace throughout this weekend, but it was on average the third fastest car. On pure race pace and on pure meritorious pace, it shouldn't have been fighting for the win. But the fact that Norris and Verstappen ended up having that clash pretty much ensured that Russell could take advantage, because he zoomed past both of them, and then with both of them battling from tire punctures, it ensured that he could build a good lead over the rest of the pack. In fact, Verstappen ended up finishing 5th, and Lando Norris, well, he didn't end up finishing at all. And that was particularly the major point of contention, because what had happened was that they were racing neck and neck. There were a couple of close calls on turn 3, but turn 3, lap 64 was where things really took a turn for the worse, because the two of them ended up colliding, and most people upon watching the replays felt that Verstappen was at fault. Even the race stewards agreed, which is why he got a 10-second penalty, which didn't make any difference because he was finishing P5, but such was the gap that he ended up finishing P5 even with the 10-second penalty. But the 5th place position, not a good one for Verstappen at all. Of course, the lucky thing is that Norris ended up getting a DNF in this particular occasion. He didn't finish yet to retire the car, but what one can hope, aside from the fact that this will bring back a lot of the focus on, Verstappen's, rather you can say sometimes negative tactics, whereby he'll tend to go a little dirty to try and force competitors off the track, is ensure that this could potentially spark the title fight just a little bit. So far, you haven't really seen much of a title fight between both of these two guys. I mean, sure, on pace, the McLaren is a very fast car, possibly on par with the Red Bull. But as far as driving skill goes, Verstappen is battle-hardened, a 3-time world champion, someone who knows what it takes to win. And Norris, well, this is the first time he's ever been even close to a title fight. So it has been something of a disparity when it comes to them battling one-on-one. This time, though, Norris clearly had the beating of Verstappen, and Verstappen had to resort to basically absolutely trying to squeeze him off the track in an illegal way, I may add, to ensure that he could stay in front. It didn't quite work out for him, and perhaps this could, provide that little bit of a spark, because both drivers usually quite friendly off the track. Is this going to be the spark that actually ensures that the title battle becomes a full-blown one? I sure hope it is, because I've been tired of watching dull, one-sided, boring races for the past 2 seasons. But you can let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree, and if you think it'll spark something like that. And don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap the bell icon, follow us also on social media. We're on Instagram, X, and Facebook. Don't forget to download the Sports the Cap, and if you're already on the channel, go ahead, check out some other videos we've done as well. For now though, from my side, it is goodbye.